Welcome back, guys. Mindset Monday. This week we've got 3 tips to effortless nutrition. Now, even though yes, this is a mindset segment of my channel, a lot of our training has to do with some different factors: sleep, nutrition, environment, exercise, and recovery. They're going to be like your main kind of one. A little bit of sections there. We're going to jump right into nutrition this week, and 3 tips to making it effortless, making it easier, taking away willpower and just replacing it with just convenience, more so moving through the day without having to really think about your nutrition. Especially with nutrition, one thing that definitely a lot of people struggle with is portion control. That's always going to be your first one. You always hear nutritionists and doctors say, a fist of this and a palm of that is what you should have on your plate. Like, yeah, fuck that. That's just so hard to think about because my hand's tiny as shit. Your hand, if you're 6'9", could be like twice the size. So your plate of potato or rice would be twice the size of mine. Now, what I'm more speaking about with portion control is knowing your limits and knowing what fills you up, what doesn't fill you up, what's going to make you full, what's going to overfill you and that kind of thing. So kind of play around with it a bit. The great way to portion control things like MyFitnessPal, intermittent fasting, zone dieting, all your different styles of eating.
Jesus, cunt.
Fuck, man. Anyway, yeah, so all those kind of styles of eating, they're not everyone trying to preach they're like the next breakthrough revolutionary diet, but calorie deficit, they're all just ways to eat. So just make sure, with portion control, you're eating properly, eating the right amounts, having at least, protein, carbs, fat on your plate at all times with vegetables, all your good foods. That's all you really need to worry about. So first, number 1, portion control. Number 2, we hit into something a little bit cooler. Obviously stay away from anything processed. Super easy. One awesome thing I was taught with nutrition is, always shop around the edges of a shop instead of going, down the guts. Down the guts normally has things, chips, lollies, Coke, all the good stuff. So when you shop around the edges, you get the produce, the dairy, a lot of your, bakery stuff. That's true. It's a nice ass. Hey.
You're gonna be like demonetized because of that.
This is R-rated now. This is officially R-rated. Anyway, so shopping around the outside of a shopping center, and following into that one is not having processed goods, lollies, chocolates, chips at your disposal in your cupboard, because if it's not in your cupboard, you have to go out and physically buy it. And if we know anything about effort, is going out to do something takes a lot of effort. Most people want a convenience, they want to just grab and eat it, but if you've only got healthy, good quality foods that you have to cook in your cupboard, in your household, then it's going to make it super hard for you to go out, and you're like actually driving to the drive-thru of Macca's to go get something shitty. So best thing, shopping around the outside and making sure that when you have food in your house, it's only good quality. I mean, all the adults in the world will be like, oh, but what about the kids? What about kids? Man, you're the example of your family. Like, you're the number 1 person who rubs off on your kids, and if you're eating shit, they're going to eat shit. When you see a fat family, you see fat kids. Don't want to be one of those people, So if you're leading by example by, eating unprocessed food, all the good stuff, potatoes, fish, eggs, all that kind of stuff, you're going to be better off. So number 2, shop around the edges, don't keep anything processed. Final tip for effortless nutrition, probably one of my favorite when it comes to, I guess, having food, eating food, that kind of thing. Find things you like and stick with them. So when people talk about, going on a diet, the first thing that comes to mind is chicken, rice, broccoli, every meal of the day for the rest of your life, and, never having any fun or social life or anything like that. Now, a lot of the different eating styles, calorie deficit, intermittent fasting, ketogenics even to some point, they all have particular ways that you're able to exploit them to get what you want. Now, of course, this is still within the realms of losing weight, which is 90% of people's goals when they come to fitness, health, that kind of thing, is to lose weight, stay in shape, be healthy. So, use these diets in a way that, Monday to Friday, you definitely, strict as hell. Saturday, if you go out with your friends, family members, go out to dinner, something like that, that you don't sit there eating, beans and salad and maybe a Caesar salad like Jess and never finish it. But you know, have that donut if you want, have that ice cream, have that dessert. Make sure it fits in your macros, your calories, your dieting plan, whatever, so you're not going to put on weight come Monday and you don't feel guilty for it. One of the great things about, I guess, the way I eat though is I'm always eating based on performance, but at the same time it doesn't mean I can go out and have Maccas every night, you know. And if you really are worried about it, you know, shop at those places that I guess make it a little bit easier for you to eat healthy food. That's actually it. That's all wrapped up. So it's my 3 effortless tips to nutrition. Hope you enjoyed the video. Stay a beast.
On offense, no defense. Still strong, no weakness. Used to say I wouldn't beat this. Now they wish they could beat this. Tables set, now tables turn. God's plan, don't say a word. Know the price, cause I know my worth. My time, get what I deserve. Trendsetter, I got style for you. Ain't seen you at the top, it's been a while for you. Big you up and they look down on you.